Welcome to Shadow Occult. Today we'll be diving into the intriguing life of Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe is known as one of the greatest horror writers of all time, but there's much more to his story than just his chilling tales. In this video, we'll dive into the life of this fascinating author and explore the events that shaped his writing. Join us as we unravel the mysteries behind one of literature's most intriguing figures. Edgar Allan Poe's early life was marked by tragedy, as both of his parents died when he was only a few years old. Despite this, he was fortunate enough to be cared for by John Allan, who was a wealthy merchant, and his wife, Frances. While the couple never formally adopted Poe, they did give him their surname and provided for his upbringing. However, despite his advantages, Poe's relationship with the Allans was often rocky and he struggled to find his place in their genteel society. These early experiences would later influence much of his writing, which often explored themes of loss, alienation, and the fragile nature of human existence. After being expelled from the University of Virginia for gambling, Poe was at a loss for what to do next. He decided that joining the army was his best option, hoping it would give him a sense of purpose and stability. However, his stint in the military was short-lived as he quickly realized that it wasn't the right fit for him, and he longed to pursue his passion for writing. Despite facing numerous obstacles early on in his career, Poe's determination to succeed as a writer helped him to become one of the most prominent literary figures in American history. His works, including The Raven and The Telltale Heart, have made a lasting impact on the world of literature, and his legacy continues to inspire aspiring writers today. Poe's writing career spans over a decade, showcasing a talented and imaginative author with a keen sense of the macabre. Despite his success, his life was marked by great tragedy and financial difficulties. His works were often inspired by these experiences, leaving readers with a haunting impression of the darker aspects of the human psyche. The Raven, with its brooding atmosphere and haunting refrain, is undoubtedly one of his most famous works, while The Fall of the House of Usher explores the crumbling mental state of its eponymous narrator. Though Poe's career was cut short by his untimely death at the age of 40, his works continue to captivate readers and inspire countless writers to this day. One of Poe's most famous works, The Raven, is a narrative poem about a man who is haunted by a talking raven. The protagonist is mourning the loss of his love, Lenore, when he is visited by the bird that repeatedly cries out nevermore. The man becomes increasingly desperate and agitated as the raven's presence and his own inner turmoil drive him to the brink of madness. The Raven is a masterpiece of Gothic fiction, combining elements of horror and suspense with richly layered poetry. The structure of the poem, with its repetition and meter, adds to the sense of foreboding and unease that permeates the narrative. Poe's use of imagery, particularly the raven itself, creates a vivid and haunting atmosphere that contributes to the overall impact of the story. The Raven is a complex work that offers multiple interpretations and meanings. Some scholars argue that the raven represents death or loss, while others believe it symbolizes madness or the supernatural. Additionally, the poem can be read as an exploration of grief and the human psyche, with the raven serving as a metaphor for the protagonist's tortured soul. Poe's wife Virginia was just a teenager when they got married. She started showing signs of tuberculosis soon after their marriage, and it worsened over time. Poe was devastated by her illness, and he did everything he could to take care of her. Her death left him heartbroken, and he turned to alcohol to cope. Poe's alcoholism affected his career and reputation, and he struggled to maintain his relationships and finances. Despite the hardships in his personal life, Poe continued to persevere in his writing career. Some of his most famous works, such as The Raven and The Telltale Heart, were published during this time. His writings were an escape from his personal struggles, a way to channel his emotions and creativity into something constructive. Poe's perseverance in the face of tragedy serves as a testament to his talent and fortitude. Poe's contribution to literature remains unparalleled even today. He revolutionized the detective story genre by introducing a fictional sleuth with the analytical prowess to solve crimes logically. This character template served as a blueprint for innumerable subsequent literary detectives and paved the way for crime fiction as we know it today. His scientific and speculative fiction writings garnered a cult following and challenged the prevailing notions of traditional storytelling. His influence is undeniable, with works like The Raven and The Black Cat even making an appearance in popular culture, serving as a testament to his enduring legacy. It's safe to say that Poe's mark on literature won't be fading anytime soon. The mysterious death of Edgar Allan Poe. After Poe's death, various theories arose regarding the cause of his demise. Some believed that he succumbed to alcoholism, while others speculated that he suffered from a brain lesion. In recent years, medical professionals have attempted to diagnose Poe's cause of death based on his symptoms. Some have suggested that he may have had carbon monoxide poisoning, which could have been caused by a faulty furnace in his home. However, despite extensive research, Poe's cause of death remains unresolved. The mystery surrounding his death, combined with his enigmatic life and literary genius, has made Edgar Allan Poe a legendary figure in American literature. And there you have it, a quick glimpse into the life of Edgar Allan Poe. We hope you've enjoyed learning more about this fascinating author. As a master of dark romanticism, Poe's works have captivated readers for generations. His works, including The Raven, The Telltale Heart, and The Cask of Amontillado, have left readers with a sense of unease as they delve into the mind of the macabre. Despite his success as a writer, Poe's life was filled with tragedy, from the death of his parents to the loss of his wife to tuberculosis. However, his legacy lives on, and the impact of his writing cannot be denied. As we conclude our brief glimpse into his life, we invite you to continue exploring the works of Edgar Allan Poe and to appreciate the complex man behind the tales. We hope you've enjoyed our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more bone-chilling stories from Shadow Occult.